Okay, now let me put you on to some game when it comes down to the voting process and how these fallen angels is going to take away dominion from humanity, right? Now let us go into Genesis 1:26 to 28. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let him have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. Right? So God gave man dominion on the earth. Now, in order for these fallen angels to operate, they need you to hand over dominion. Now, they're not going to come in front of you and tell you to hand it over. They're going to be very clever. And that is why the politics, the election process is very important. That is why it is so important for you to vote, regardless of the country. Notice how they push extremely hard for people to go out and vote. When you vote, you are using your free will. You're handing over your powers to your politician. Right? You're telling your politician it is okay for me to eat bugs. You're telling your politician it is okay for World War III. You're telling the politician it is okay for a boy to be a girl and a girl to be a boy. It is okay for my children to go missing. That is what you're doing when you vote. Now, when you hand over your free will, hand over your votes to these politicians, they in turn hand over your free will, your votes to the beast system, because these governments, all of them are connected to the beast system. They answer to the beast, whether you want to believe it or not. So whether you vote for the left, the right, or the one in the middle, you will get the same result. Right? Now, two countries I want you to pay keen attention to: the United States of America and the Caribbean island of Jamaica. Right? Now, people have fallen out with Joe Biden's administration so bad that they can't wait for the next election. Right? And that is by design, because they are making sure that a lot of people who have never voted, are not interested in voting, that they will go out and vote. Right? So they are pushing to get a lot of power, a lot of energy from your free will. Now, people in Jamaica, they are falling out with the party that is in power now. And they are looking to the opposition, thinking that the opposition is going to come and save them. It's not going to happen. Whether you vote for the left, the right, or the ones in the middle, they all answer to the beast. And that is a clever way for them to get you to hand over dominion over the earth to the fallen ones, by handing over your votes to these politicians. It is a very clever way, and I've spoken about this before. Voting for these politicians will not solve nothing. It is going to take people power. It's going to take us to come together, right, to solve the problems, to say what needs to be said. The politicians is only going to hand over your free will to these fallen angels. They're going to hand over your dominion over this earth and give them the permission to operate in this dimension. They are going to use your votes. It is done through the election process. People do not go out and vote. It is a trap, right? No, a lot of issues, a lot of situations is going on in America and in Jamaica. Decisions needs to be made, and people are hoping that a politician is going to come on in and solve the problem. It's not going to happen. Each leader of whatever country it is answer to the beast system. They got to carry out orders. They are not going to risk their lives and go against the grain. Right? Understand the plot. Understand what they are doing. Right? Do not underestimate these fallen angels. They are very clever. They do not do things directly. They do it indirectly, right? Take away your sovereignty. Take away your dominion over the earth that the Most High Creator gave you, right? And they do so using the election process through these politicians. Understand what time it is, right? Do not underestimate evil. We wrestle not with flesh and blood. They are looking to strip you of your dominion. You can't say you have not been told. We need to seek the face of the Most High. Let us pray and say, glory be to the Most High.